Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome back to the next episode of Breath of Life Conversations. This is another Shits and Giggles episode, so I'm gonna do us all a favor and I'm gonna start the clock because you know me. I only want these episodes to be short rants. Right? Short rants. That's what we're striving for. And today, this episode is called Know Your Body, Bish. Now, I have worked with so many people, hundreds of people, just inside of my own business as a medical intuitive. But I've seen thousands of people working in the hospital at bedside as an emergency room nurse. And I have to tell you, one of the most annoying things and one of the most hilarious things to me is when somebody comes up to me and says, "So I've been trying all of these things. There's all these new things that I've been trying out, but nothing is working. Why isn't any of this working?" I laugh. I laugh. Why? Because if you go in this, if you go on this track where all you want is fast results, you want instant gratification, you don't really care what it is. You're just going to try everything and you're going to throw everything at the problem. I'm going to just go out on a very short limb and I'm going to tell you that nothing is then going to work. And it's not because one of those things that you have been throwing at the problem isn't actually the solution. The problem is that you don't have a good communication network. You don't have a good understanding of yourself and your body. Let's dive into this. Okay. So, first off, this is going to be a little bit educational too for y'all. Okay. In my world, there is two bodies that we have to pay attention to. There's our energetic body and there's our physical body. Our energetic body is the mechanisms, it's all of the different systems, even though it's one giant bioelectromagnetic system that is communicating with our physical body, which is basically our vehicle, right? If we think about how we need to make sure that we pay attention to our car, we tune it up, we make sure that we're doing all the right things, right? Otherwise, it breaks down. You have to think about the energetic body as either the driver or the just the systems, right? The little lights that will turn on in a car that says that something is wrong. The physical body is going to respond to what's the energetic body is telling it, whether it's good or bad. So many individuals do not understand this. And I will tell you that when most people understand this, when a majority of individuals understand this about their body and about the bio system, healthcare will never be the same again. This is literally why I'm here on this planet. This is my soul's mission. This is what Breath of Life is all about. This is what these conversations are about, is literally telling you what is going to change, how and why that is going to change everything for healthcare. I'm literally changing the face of healthcare with this. Okay. When we are discussing what we need to do for our body, the very first place that I have people start is that they need to have a very good understanding of what their bodies are saying to them and what their bodies are going through. And then from that assessment, making an educated choice about what it is that they're going to do for their body. I hate the word trends, and I have a whole long list of trends that have popped up over the millennia. Because one of the things that I've just found is that there's never going to be a time when there's not something trendy that's going on. Seriously. I mean, if we can go all the way back to, the first century, all the way through like the 1800s, where people were doing elixirs and the snake oils and leeches and all that stuff. I mean, seriously, like I have a list right here of just common things that we do now, anywhere from, excuse me, anywhere from low fat, low carb, low calorie diets, red light therapy, cold therapy, cryotherapy, chloroform, um, chlorophyll, um, ozone insufflation, alkaline baths, GLP-1s, hormone replacement. Ugh, guys, listen, you can have all of the trends in the world and you can throw every single one of those trends at yourself, but and you can do it because your favorite influencer, musician, actress, or next door neighbor is doing it and has said that it works for them. But I am going to tell you right now, nothing is guaranteed for you unless you know your body. And let me tell you something, I know this is going to be a hard pill to swallow for so many, but it is nobody else's job but your own to figure out what it is that your body needs when it needs it. And sometimes that takes time. So sometimes you're not going to have the instant gratification that it is that you want. Sometimes it is going to take 3 months, 6 months, a year. I know it's so hard. It's so scary. This is nuts. You don't, this is, and you know what? I'll tell you that this sort of mentality, the fact that it's so scary to people, the fact that they're wanting this instant gratification is exactly why the medical field is the way that it is. So really, in even like a bigger grand scheme thing, the reason why modern medicine sucks ass so much, so often, and doesn't work for so many people is because we created it that way. We told medicine that that was what we wanted. We didn't want good, solid, well-researched work. We wanted the fast, the easy, the pill. There's a lot of times when people will come to me telling me that modern medicine didn't work, but they want me to operate as if I'm modern medicine. They want me to shake my little self like I'm a magic 8 ball, and they want me to tell them exactly what's going to work in the next 3 seconds. And my response to that is I am not actually here to actually heal you the way that you think I am. So let me just get rid of that thought process right here, right now. No healer actually heals you. And this is something that many of you have probably already heard before, either from Bashar or other, people who are in the industry who are connecting with other beings and things like that, or the Ruizes or whoever, right? In the coaching space of self-fulfillment and self-transformation. And don't get me wrong, like I understand, like it really is like a hard thing to have to swallow, this idea that healers are not actually here to heal you. What they are here to do, though, what I'm here to actually do for you is to create an environment where your body, your energy, and the natural world and the energy of the universe actually works together in harmony and allows you to heal. So in that, all I'm doing is creating space. That's all that I'm doing. I'm creating space. I'm holding space. I'm bringing together all of the different elements, whether it be knowledge or energetics or practices or whatever, or the better questions even, into one space that is safe and divinely held. And I'm telling you to understand the information that's being presented to you so that you can, in full comprehension, in full clarity, in full consent, make the best decision for you. And then from there, allowing your body to heal. And this is where I say, stop looking up all of the trends. Stop trying to do all of the things. All of the things are not working. It's not working. Once again, I'm going to come back to this idea that there actually might be something in one of those trends that actually works for you. Things like GLP-1s, for example. I absolutely hate and despise GLP-1s. I'm going to be very honest about that in my opinion in that. That being said, for as much as I despise and hate them because I think that they're trash and I think that they're toxic and I think that there's a better way to do those, and we are once again just in this cycle of we don't actually really care about helping people heal. We're more than happy to just let people continue to be sick and be nauseous and have mood swings and issues and all this stuff and end up in the hospital. due to a variety of different issues. I know that there's probably point one, let's say I'll go on a very generous mode here. There's probably 0.1% of people who actually need GLP-1s for the trendy reason of losing weight. 0.1%. Even though I know that there is that percentage of individuals who probably need it, it doesn't change my opinion on the fact that I think that they're done very irresponsibly right now. And whether or not you are one of those 0.1% that needs it, I would highly caution people. I caution people against trends because you don't know your body well enough if you think that the only thing that is going to help you is throwing a bunch of trends at yourself and at your body, even if one of those trends would work. So, where I would prefer people to start is I want you to ask yourself, what is it that you're actually struggling with? What is it that's actually going on inside of your body? What is actually going on in your environment? Because everything is connected. The environmental stressors that you're undergoing do affect your physical body and do affect your energetic body. I want you to understand all of the different emotions because it's not just one emotion that you're feeling, it's a complex level of emotions. I want you to think about your traumas. I want to think about the narratives that you're holding. Want you to think about the mindset that you have. And then I want you to start learning how to actually understand this language that you have discovered that's existing inside of your body. This is literally what I teach, by the way. Once you have this effective intelligence, what then comes after this is really understanding having a very strong identity embodiment. What does this mean? Because these words may be new to you. These are literally the pillars of my 1% method. Effective intelligence is you really understanding the language of your body and how your body is talking to you. Next up comes your identity embodiment, which truly is you stepping into the narratives and into the processes, into the mindset that you actually want to embody and to truly become that, not just play acting at it, not just being in this space where you're like, I think I know what I'm supposed to be about. After that, it's about developing the practices that help to bridge those two pillars, those two elements, and keep them going sustainably. And what I call this is your bioenergetic sovereignty. Your bioenergetic sovereignty are the very practices that you put into place for your body, and they're flexible. When your body changes, you may realize that something about your bioenergetic practices needs to change too. And what you're doing with this is not just throwing spaghetti at the wall, you're literally going through what you know is happening within your body and with outside of your body. You're making a very educated look at what is out there, what is available to you. Because the fact of the matter is, ozone insufflation may be something that could be very beneficial, but it's only going to be beneficial at a certain time for you. It's not going to be beneficial the entire time for you. The body is changing always. Same thing goes with things like cold therapy and cold plunges. So many people are going out and doing cold plunges, wondering why they don't fucking work and why their nervous system is still stuck in a fight or flight space and not able to actually go back into a peace and harmony space. The problem is that you're doing something for your body that it's not asking for and it can't use. Even though science has shown us that cold therapy can be very effective. So I hope now with this, you have a better understanding of what it is that you're needing to do. Because if you don't understand your body, if you don't know your body, there is not a single thing out there that you're able to do or could do that's going to be helpful for you. And really, at the end of the day, I just want you to be able to be in the best health possible. even if I seem like I'm irritated about having to explain this over and over and over again, I will do it. I will do it for you. I will do it for all of you because I love you and I know that you guys are worthy of it and I know that you guys deserve to have this information and you deserve to be at your peak, at your peak, whatever that peak is, okay? You guys, thank you so much for being here and for listening to me and getting a better understanding and doing the work. This is truly you guys doing the work, listening to me, taking in this information and utilizing it in your everyday world, in your everyday life. Thank you. Thank you for being here and listening to this Shits and Giggles episode, which wasn't so much shits or giggles, but more of just Abigail needing to be Abigail. All right, everybody. I will see you next time on the next Breath of Life Conversations.